The 121B is a tier 10 Chinese premium medium tank, or as Wargaming likes to call it, an enriched vehicle, because it's technically not a premium. This tank is amazing. It always has been a very solid vehicle with high levels of DPM, decent accuracy, solid armor, and pretty good mobility. It's kind of the jack of all trades when it comes to Soviet-style mediums. However, in the latest update of 10.3, this vehicle got a massive buff. It's called Adaptive Concealment. This ability allows you to not only get unspotted in 7 seconds rather than 10. That alone is crazy good. It means if you're ever worried about being shot at by tank destroyers or something like that, now you don't have to be. But even better than that is the second ability, which allows you to see who has spotted you and when you are unspotted. These two things combined, paired with an already super solid medium, create one of the most enjoyable experiences you can find for tier 10. And it has made the 121B now just an absolute beast on the battlefield. So, up against us, we have an E100, 4005 YAG, STB1, Sheridan 62A. Ooh boy, they got 3 incredibly solid mediums. And that camo actually looks really good on the Sheridan, I'm not gonna lie. That looks pretty sick. I don't think that camo looks great in a lot of vehicles, but it suits that one pretty well. Alright, so we are going to keep going here. And we do have support. We got the 183 and 4005. Plus, it looks like the YAG's heading over here. So, if we play this properly, all we really need to do is stay about halfway, you know, somewhat in a position like this. And if the enemy mediums try to push aggressive, we can get some big old bonks in. There's the enemy Sheridan, who we get one nice slap into, plus my Sheridan gets a nice slap into his vehicle. Sheridan shoots, which means I can get another shot into his tank. That was worth the trade for the STB, just because we all know how much I hate Sheridans. Plus, that STB just got crapped on. A perfect example of why you don't want to play over aggressive when there's 3 tank destroyers. So we're going to cut off to the side of this STB. There you go. Bit of a low roll, but I'll take it. It's still a pen, and that means the STB is now at 100 health. Okay, well, let's see if we can get any more damage out. We got the T62A off to the side. We're going to aim it right on his hull. There you go. What a low roll. This thing has 350 alpha, so you would expect from a 350 alpha a, you know, decent chunk of damage, but unfortunately that was not the case for that shell. Okay, our team is starting to falter a bit. The Sheridan has decided to bail, which is obviously not good for me. What are my rolls? 308? Man, I'm just getting trolled beyond belief. There you go. Still a low roll, though. 330. Will we get an average roll? Well, maybe if I fire HE. There you go. 419. Yeah, if I was reviewing this tank, I wouldn't think that it's 350. I'd probably say it's like 320 because of the shots I've been getting out. But look at that. Both the 62A and STA have both killed themselves by playing over aggressive and thinking they can fight a YAG and a 183. This is why I think Molendyke needs to be properly rebalanced. The TD bush is a little broken, and it allows you to basically stop anybody from doing what they want to normally. So we've spotted the YAG. There you go. Easy pen. You can see that we have not been detected ourselves due to bush mechanics. This is something that you can always use and be smart of. Again, still not spotted. If you stay far enough behind a bush to where you can't see through it, you won't be detected by the tanks through the bush. We can see that very easily. So I was able to just get about 1,000 damage out just sitting in this bush without ever having to worry. Spotted the Sheridan as he's not in the bush properly, and just like that, he's dead. Okay, well, we're up to 3,600 damage, which is pretty nice, and we're unspotted. It's so weird to be unspotted so dang fast because, you know, I'm used to this mechanic not really being on a medium. So we can just sit here, wait for our reload. It looks like the E100's not even looking at us, but it doesn't matter. We're unspotted already. Another low roll, 319, but we did have a pretty decent roll before that. We're going to use our adrenaline on this E100. All right, not too bad. And let's see if we can finish him off with the final shell. A bonk, just like that. Pretty solid game for the 121B in our first battle. 4,924 damage, a victory, and a really good example of why this tank is super solid. It's got the DPM, it's got the alpha damage, it's got the turret armor, and it's got this mechanic which allowed us to easily roll through our opponents. Plus, it makes a decent chunk of credits, 140,000 for that first class there. So not all too bad. Let me just double check and make sure Wargaming didn't nerf the alpha. No, they didn't. It's 350, so I was just getting really, really unlucky with my rolls. Alright, well, the good news is that that was just one battle. So maybe this game we'll get some better shots out. Up against us, we got a TVP and a WZ-132A and a T-62A. So once again, 3 mediums. We have a TVP as well and a Bosch Chatillon 25-ton. So both lineups are pretty evenly matched when it comes to mobility. I'm going to try and direct my mediums where to go. But with an AFK TVP at the beginning of the game, although it looks like, yes, he did move his turret, so he is alive. The thing I'm going to have to be careful about is that 183. That player might obviously see sitting right at the back of the rails. So I'm going to be a little cautious on what I do here. Oh, we've spotted a TVP in front of us, and the shell went low. How fun. Well, I'm hoping that my team will get their butts in here and we can send this guy because he has, yes, just like that. Beautiful. All right, let's send this TVP. Let's get to a side. Unfortunately, the HE once again goes low. My shots are really just not wanting to work with me right now. But we finish off that player, which is obviously what we wanted. Okay, let's cut wide here so we can get maybe some shells into the WZ-132-1A, and boom. There you go. Nice. Actually, that's not a 132-1, but basically the same thing. Let's reload another shell, get a shot into the 62A. There you go. Big old bonker for 337. You can see the pretty solid rate of fire on this vehicle when aiming it on the 62A. Another nice 340 damage shot. See, the 62A got a pretty big armor buff, but it didn't change the side armor. So if you know how to aim it on a 62A, you just wait for it to over-angle the sides like that, and you'll pretty easily cut through it. So we're going to aim it on the side of the 62A. There you go. Another nice shot. Big low roll still. 304. I think we've still been getting absolutely trolled with our rolls this game. But we've got a decent chunk of damage out at this point. We got the 57 heavy off to the side, who actually looks like he might be a pretty easy chunk of damage to get out here. Full speed ahead. The 121B doesn't have the best power to weight. I will admit to that. It's pretty mediocre, but it's not terrible, so you shouldn't have to worry too much while driving the tank. We're going to go for the light right now. That vehicle is definitely a big threat to our team. He's flanking the 100. He's causing him some big old problems, so I'm hoping that we can get some finishing shells into his vehicle very briefly. There's one shell for 340, and the Ag Tiger finishes him off. Nice. Okay, well, we got the 183 off to the side, got the K91. I'm going to get a nice shell into the K91, and I'm just going to wait here. I mean, I don't really need to worry too much about that 183. He can stare at me all day he wants, and I'm not going to allow him to hit me. So we get one shell into the K91. Now I'm going to get another shell, finish him off. 183 is the only player left, and I've got enough health to literally take a shell from him, but he also doesn't even shoot us, so doesn't really matter. There you go, 3,500 damage victory. Not as much as the first game, but still a very solid battle, and easily showcased where the 121B is such a incredible medium. I don't know why a lot of people always try to say this tank isn't that good, because it really is. It still has the consumables, the wacky, weird consumables. I wouldn't recommend to run improved engine power boost on it. I would just stick with adrenaline and have your double repair kit. That's the best loadout you're going to do. But it's a super fun vehicle. It's got decent DPM, good pen, good armor, and as we saw, that mechanic is really nice. So hopefully you enjoyed today's video, and if you'd like to see more like it, please consider smashing that subscribe button down below. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.